What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Halos. I'm your host today, Jared Timms, and I'm joined alongside my co-host, my partner in crime, Nate Green. Nate, first one of the year. I always got to forget about you just a little bit. As everybody can see, we have another guest, Angels prospect, second round pick from 2024, 45th overall. Does that ever get old, man? Like hearing second round or anything like that?
No, it's pretty surreal. I'm super happy about that, and that's going to be something I'll have for the rest of my life.
Oh man, that's so awesome. That's awesome. But I didn't even say his name. Chris Cortez, ladies and gentlemen, man. Super excited to have you on the show and talk about Angels baseball and really your journey. And I know you got, we had a lot of fun stuff to talk about here. So let's just roll right into it, man. I got some rapid fire questions for you. So first one, favorite player growing up?
Um, Derek Jeter. I was a Yankees fan. So yeah, Derek Jeter. I remember. No, I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, Derek Jeter.
Did you at least play short growing up, or were you always a
I
pitcher?
played short. I played short in high school. I broke my finger.
Oh,
I wasn't very good at fielding, and they threw me in center field. And then I played center and I pitched.
yeah. Hey, there you go. Did you hit okay? All
Yeah,
right.
I was pretty decent.
All
Yeah.
right, all right, all right. Well, I mean, hey,
Every PO says that.
No, I was all right. I was all right.
we're both POs here too, so
Yeah, so that's why I said every
we're where
PO
we're at
says
here. We're
that.
where we're at.
That's
So,
why I don't hit no more.
well, I mean, hey, you never know. You never know. So, do you have a pregame superstition or anything you like to do pregame?
Uh, I mean I have my own little routine that I do, and I usually have Chipotle. That's one of my things. I like Chipotle.
What's your order?
Double white rice, double steak, queso, tomatillo sauce, and out the door.
Love it. I love hearing that. Favorite flavor sunflower seed.
Um, Barbecue.
Sweet, sweet. Love it, love it. Favorite stadium you've played in?
Um, Shoot.
Can be in the SEC too. I know those are some
Yeah.
wild places. Might be a little better than minor league baseball.
Olsen Field then.
Oh,
Blue Bell Park.
nothing, no, nothing. I don't know if there's anywhere that can beat that, to be
Nah,
honest.
crazy.
Favorite uniform you've ever worn? Minor league, SEC, any or Texas A&M, Arizona, anything like that.
Angels uniform.
Love it. Love hearing that. I know the fans will too. Last one for you. If you were not a professional baseball player, what would you be doing?
Professional motocross.
Ooh, ooh, I like
Oh,
hearing that. I like
That's
that.
what growing up I'm an off we grew up in an off-road family. So growing up I did all that stuff, and then I kind of had to choose between baseball and that, and I went towards baseball.
Oh, hey man, that's cool to hear, man. And then being in Vegas, I'm sure there's a lot of I'm not
Yeah.
sure. There are a lot of great spots out there to do that stuff.
Endless desert, yeah,
Yep.
for
Yep.
sure.
Absolutely. So that's all I got. That's all I got on my end. Just wanted to get you warmed up and ready to talk with us here.
Perfect.
I know you got we got two things near and dear to your heart. First one, you have I know you promoted it a little bit, the stocking stuffer drive. And then also you had, was it cousin,
Hyper
nephew?
nephew.
Nephew. And he had hypotension, left heart syndrome. Talk to us about both of those things. I don't love hearing it, but I like when players have things that we can promote and get out to the world. So throw
Yeah,
out what you
I
got,
mean,
man.
one of the biggest thing there, yeah, one of the biggest things for me is to give back. Um, I was gifted to be able to play baseball, and I do it for a job, and I'm able to support certain foundations and give back what I was gifted, and financially and whatnot. But my little nephew has hypotension left heart syndrome, which is he was born pretty much with half a heart, and he's had 6 surgeries, and he's finally out of the hospital after 554 days. Um, so we do support that, and I think there's a link in my Instagram bio. And then I haven't put the link in yet, but we're also doing a Houston stocking stuffer or stocking stuffer. Um, it's part of my girlfriend's family's like race. They do a marathon, and they're helping out children in Houston. So I'm gonna put that in my bio as well. So if anyone could help, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll drop it in our description down below as well for anybody that wants to jump on, donate, learn more about anything that Chris has said here. So I know you got great news um, about your nephew, and that's it. That was huge. It was great to hear that. That you shared with us before. So, yeah, man, I really appreciate you jumping on. It's great to hear those things. Great hearing players give back, and things like that. So, let's get on to some baseball talk here. So, little, you had your first pro season this last year, first full pro season. I know, again, you got drafted and played a little bit in Arizona the first year. But talk to us about your first pro season. You were at Tri-City. Angels had you starting, which
Yeah.
I don't think it surprised anybody. This stuff is unbelievable. But talk to us about that first full pro season. How was it?
Um, I think it went pretty good. Um, it wasn't what I wanted. I want to be great, and I guess it doesn't show me being great, and I know I'm a lot better than what I showed. I had moments of being really good, um, and I had moments of being really bad, and that's just me kind of just going through the process. I'm huge on trusting the process. I believe in my stuff. I believe in it's not even my stuff. I believe in myself. It's if I threw 89 miles an hour, I'd still believe that I could get guys out. Um, so yeah, I think it was a good process. I went through a good learning curve this year. I went to the big league camp for the first time, and I didn't know what to really expect, what to do. Um, but now I believe like I'm training to hopefully go back to big league camp and to show out. I believe that I can pitch in the big leagues. My stuff can play in the big leagues. My mentality can play in the big leagues. If it's a starter, if it's a reliever, it doesn't really matter to me. Um, some people don't believe I can start, and that's just fuel to my fire. And I'm just going to continue working to be a starter, and whatever way it takes me, it takes me.
Yeah, absolutely. And the analytical numbers show you have some of the best stuff in minor league baseball, if not all of baseball. One of the best fastballs in the game. Talk to us about that. Is that just something that you've always had? Is a really good fastball, or is that something that you had to work on at through college and now in pro ball?
Yeah. So I always do a four seam, and in high school I kind of got away with it. My freshman year, I always live at the bottom of the zone. Like if you look at all my analytics, I'm over the plate, below the zone. Like that's just how I throw. And my freshman year of college, I had success with my four seam. My sophomore year, I think they just caught on to it. It's not a good four seam. It's a dead zone four seam. And I went through that whole sophomore year struggling, just getting hit around, kind of walking guys. And then my junior year, I was throwing 100 in inner squads and getting like destroyed. And I was throwing sinkers in catch play, and I went up to my pitching coach and I was like, we need to make an adjustment here. Like I'm tired of getting hit around. And he was like, all right, throw some sinkers in your bullpen. And that's what we did. And then I threw it in an inner squad against Houston Christian or something before the season, and it was unreal. Like they couldn't do anything with it. And then I never threw a four seam again after that. Uh, and I know it's just how I throw naturally. I cut through the ball, so I seam shift the sinker. I have a short. I don't have any. I don't have super good extension, so it allows my sinker to have more time to sink. So it's just kind of the learning curve of just failing and trying to adjust, and that's where the sinker came from.
Yeah, no, and again, like I said, it shows it's one of the best pitches, stuff plus wise in all of minor league baseball, if not all of baseball. So, super excited to hear that. You're speaking my language there, because I teach a lot. I teach a lot of that too. So it's awesome to hear that. Nate, I know you got it. You had a question here.
Well, I think always when we have guys on, we love to ask about draft day. So, Chris, tell us a little bit about draft day. Was there any other team that you thought was going to take you, and just kind of talk to us about that experience and like what it's like?
Yeah, I didn't know really any team. I know I talked to a bunch of teams, but I didn't really know if there was a for sure team that was going to take me in the first day, second day, third day. Um, but it was coming to the end of the first day, and I just got in the shower, and I was like, all right, I'm probably not going to get picked today. I'm going to go take a shower. And then I had my phone in the bathroom, and then my agent saw it, started calling me, and I'm like freaking running out of the shower and throw on a towel. I answer the call, and he's like, "The Angels want to take you second round." I'm like, "Let's do it. I don't care. Let's go." And I'm running down this. I like run to the edge of my stairs, and I scream downstairs to my parents, like it's happening. It's about to happen right now. Like watch the TV. And my mom's like, what? And then I'm like, it's happening. I put some clothes on, run downstairs, and then I just caught myself in time to see my name and my picture up on the TV. Uh, so that I was excited to see myself on TV.
Oh, that's awesome, man. We love hearing those stories. Everybody's got something a little bit different. One question on top of that. What was the first big purchase you made?
My truck.
Oh, there you go. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
my truck. Yeah.
that.
No, my truck and taxes.
I'm not counting taxes as a big as the first big payment though. I know how those hit, so
Yeah,
I get you.
not
I get
fun.
you.
Especially when he's signing his contract in California, that doesn't help either. So,
Yeah.
um, all right. So Jared and I are both big college baseball fans. Loved watching you at A&M. I remember watching Game One against Oregon, Super Regionals. You came out of the pen. What was that your best outing ever in college, or like let's talk through like what's maybe your favorite outing or your favorite moment from your time at Texas A&M?
Um, I don't know if that's my best outing. I mean, yeah, I guess it was really good. That whole like month, it was really good. But my favorite outing was my freshman year when I got my first win against LSU at LSU, and I closed the game, and I threw a changeup to strike out Trey Morgan, and I remember walking. I didn't know you had to go like talk to the catcher and like give him a handshake and hug him and stuff. I was walking towards the dugout like freaking out, and they're like telling me to go back, and then I finally meet up with my catcher. So yeah, that was probably one of my favorite like outings I had.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting that first win's got to be fun. I remember my first win, and yeah, going through the line, you're like, wait, how do I do this again? Like,
Yeah,
because nobody does that in high school. So like, you're at a big time university that does that all the time. And it's like, oh, I
yeah,
guess this is what we do.
I had no clue. But yeah, Oregon, that was
Yeah, it
that
was
was
like
a
five
that
and a
was
third, 10
a-
punchies, like one walk or something. It was ridiculous. It was a big time game. I think almost former Angel Ryan Prager started that game, got roughed up in the first inning and a third, and you came in and just like got you all the way through the seventh,
yeah,
like 100 pitches deep. It was unbelievable. I remember watching that going, man, this kid's gonna finish the game. Like that's how good you were that day.
yeah, he Prager started the game and he was unreal the whole year. Uh, but it's baseball and
Yep.
he had a bad day that day, and I got my name called on. I knew I was a Swiss Army knife. They throw me
Mhm.
wherever, and that's where I got thrown in. And I knew our offense was unreal. So if I just could hold them for a little bit, I knew we were going to come back. And I just got in a rhythm, and that was the end of that.
Well, you're talking a little bit about that offense unreal. Tell us a little bit more about that 2014 national champions. You had an unbelievable roster. That thing is stacked to go along with yourself of one of the top pitchers on that team. But yeah, go ahead and talk to us a little bit about that team and what it was like um, playing Tennessee.
Yeah, that was definitely the most fun I had playing, or the most fun year I had in college. Um, I mean, we started off, I don't know, it was 18-0 or something like that, and then we lost our first SEC game, and I know we were fine. Fans freaking out, everyone's freaking out, but that's what made us good. Is we didn't care. We did not care about what anyone thought. We had a tight knit in that locker room. It was win or lose. We had a good time, and that was our identity. Like if we lost a game, who cares? Show up the next day, play to a standard, not a scoreboard. That's what also helped me in the Oregon game. I don't play to a scoreboard. I play to a standard. we had games like Georgia when we were down 9-0 in the first inning, and we came back and mercied them. But that was the whole story of the year. Like we played to a standard and not the scoreboard. Also, Tennessee, that was a dog fight.
Yeah.
That was a dog fight. We won the game one. We were 1-0 going into like the seventh inning in game two. Uh, I remember being in the training room. I threw that game and then I started to cramp. My whole body was cramping. My arms were cramping, and I was at 99 pitches, which is a cool story because my buddy Jace Hutchins, he's number 99, and he was like a student coach, like because he had TOS and all these problems, so he just helped out in the bullpen, and he wrote Jace Hutchins 99 on my cleats, and I finished my last college game with 99 pitches, and he's my best friend, so that was super cool. But I was in the training room, and I remember I was watching the TV, and it had a radio broadcast. And the TV was delayed, and the radio broadcast was telling me like line drive hit to right field, and I'm like, what? And then I watched the video, and it's a home run, and then they hit like another home run, and then they scored like 2 runs, and then we ended up losing like 3-1. And then I knew that team was they're very good, and going into that third game, we were gassed. We didn't have much left in the bullpen, and we gave them what we could, and they ended up taking it. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a outcome regardless. That was a good, really good World Series, one of the better ones that there's been in
yeah.
the past 10, 15 years or so. Side question on that. There's a lot of SEC guys in this organization right now. Do you do any of the talking with them, or did they bring up any of the talking to you? You guys talk a little smack back and forth, get bets going, anything like that?
Uh, I think we're all we're all pretty cool. Like I've talked with Shores, and we kind of just talk about coaches, see like how the coaches were and their pitching coach and their head coaches, and we just kind of see what their experiences were at their schools.
That's that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I know the Angels have really I don't know if put forth the effort, but have gone a lot of SEC guys in the Perry Minasian era. So yeah, it's fun to see that. Speaking on the SEC side of stuff, how similar do you think the SEC is compared to, minor league baseball, at least to the point that you're at right now, man?
I feel like there's maybe like 3, 4, 5 batters in SEC could be like in the pro ball for sure. And then pro ball, I feel like the whole lineup, they can get you. In SEC, you get to like the 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Those are the guys that can't beat you. Like they shouldn't beat you. They're in the game for defense or whatnot. Pro ball, you're running into a 19-year-old that's 6'5" and like can swing and hit the ball 115 miles an hour. Like you're not finding, and like he's in like the 8 hole. He might strike out a lot, but if you make a mistake, he's gonna hit it. Uh, so I think that's the one big thing. SEC is pretty similar. Uh, the pitching in the SEC, there's a few guys. I mean, like your starters, and then like probably 2 relievers. Uh, Minor leagues, you have everyone like in high Tri Cities. We had everybody just on jet fuel. Uh, I don't think you're gonna find a full pitching staff in the SEC just throwing 95 plus. Um, there's a few guys, but it's not gonna be an entire pitching staff.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured everybody's always making that assumption, minor league baseball, SEC, like you go straight to double A and still be good. And it's like, well, exactly like you said. 1 through 9 is gonna be really good, and you're gonna see 95 plus almost every night in minor league baseball, where you're not gonna see that in the SEC. So
Yeah.
man, Chris, we really appreciate you taking the time, jumping on and talking with us, man. Let everybody again know where they can follow you, where they can donate to everything that you've been doing, man. Real quick.
You can just find it in my bio on Instagram at chris.cortez10.
Perfect. Yeah, and I'm gonna drop that down in the description below here too. So, guys, again, thank you so much for watching and listening. You can follow us on all our social medias, X, Instagram, Facebook. You can follow myself on X, Jared_Timms, Nate at Nate Green 34. Guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great rest of your day.